It's winter, people. It's winter. Well, officially it ain't winter yet. It's November 27th, but look at this mess. Look at my tarps. This is after I removed the snow with a broom. Look at that. The only thing I like about winter is March 20th when it ends. So what am I doing in this godforsaken weather? Well, besides dodging all the snow that comes down from the branches, I'm doing it again. I'm bucking up the logs. It's not so much fun as usual, but it has to be done, folks. I'm making piles of brown stuff. So don't know how long I'm gonna continue today, because you hear the old man panting again, whether it's summer or winter. But I got a lot of 2 meters, the logs of 2 meters length. Look, there's the snow dropping down on the tarps again. I almost started cussing, but we can't do that on YouTube, eh? So we got a lot of 2 meters and a couple of 3 meters. What's 2 meters? Why don't you call it like it's supposed to? In feet. Well, 2 meters is about this long. 3 meters is about this long. Yeah. So the 3 meters, when they're still okay. Look, here you got a little split starting. So this one can go, but I painted some white last spring and they're holding up a little better. It's not perfect, but when you look at this one, hasn't budged yet. And then you look at this one, it's not painted and it's already split in half almost. So the painted ones I want to use for milling wood in spring, not now. And I got a couple here. And now I want to sort it out. I want to have all the wood that I want to use for firewood over there, and the wood for milling over there, because I want to have things structured in my life. That's how I roll. So it's gonna be a short video because I got stuff to do, people. I got stuff to do. So I'm gonna put my phone on my ATV, see if you can watch me work from there, and let's just see how far things go. Look in the camera, dude. Don't always look at the screen. When you look at the screen, the people think you're cross-eyed. So look at the camera. lots of dirt on these logs because I drag them out of the woods behind my ATV with a winch. I was hoping the spring and the summer would clear them with a little rain, but when they're stacked on top of each other, most of the dirt will remain in the bark. So some of you might think, dude, why are you messing around with that little sissy saw, the MS 170? Well, you want to know why? I'll tell you why. It's because I have a sore shoulder. My shoulder is hurt, people. It's hurt bad. I've had a frozen shoulder since October 24. It's November 25 now. And last July it was almost gone, and I started working a little harder again. Even took up the dumbbells. I started working out again like a real man. But pain came back, and it came back worse than it was when I had a frozen shoulder. So at the moment, there's a certain point in my movement where it hurts like hell. And when I work like this on days like these, yeah, multiple days. When I work on days like these, the next day I'm in more pain than usual. So that's why I work with my little saw and not with my, for European standards, big MS 261. Did I say MS? So I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna stack these last ones, and then I'm going home. Tomorrow it's gonna be 5 degrees. What you talking about 5 degrees, dude? What's 5 degrees? Well, guess what? Huh? It's over here. This is 5 degrees. So there's not gonna be a lot of freezing anymore. The day after that, it's gonna be 7 degrees, I think. So snow is gonna melt, finally. And then next week, it's gonna be sunny and around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees. Let's keep it at 7 because else this is all gonna be filled with numbers. So 7 degrees next week, which is fine. Gonna make a delivery or two next week. One client, he ordered about 1.5 months ago, and then yesterday I wrote him. I said, I almost got your wood ready, so I'm gonna deliver next week. Just tell me which day and time fits your schedule. I'm gonna deliver. And then he came with a kind of unbelievable story, an excuse. I think it was an excuse that he couldn't take the wood. And I know this guy, so I guess you can say he's BSing me. Probably got no money for the wood, and he's trying to make up an excuse. When somebody orders wood with me and I don't have wood in stock, I always send them a message and say, do you want to make a reservation for the wood when it's ready in 6, 7, 4, 3 weeks? I'm gonna deliver. And then they say, yeah, please put me on your waiting list. And then I always send them a text or a WhatsApp message which says you are making a reservation for Firewood, which means it's gonna be delivered. If you don't want it anymore, you still have to pay for it because you say you want to have firewood. I invest my time and my work in getting you firewood so you cannot cancel. And that's with small orders, like 2 shut round meters, which is about 1/3 of a cord. When somebody wants to have 2 cords, of course they can cancel when the money runs out or when there's a specific reason. But this guy, he was BSing me, so that's hard. That's hard. What do you do? How do you react? If there's any firewood guys watching, or girls, how do you do that when a customer orders and then later on he cancels? Do you make a contract? Do you put a price on their heads? Do you visit them at night? What do you do when a client cancels his order? Because I've got a small scale firewood thing going on here. It's more like a hobby, but I need the money, and this is part of an order for somebody who orders for January. So I'm busting my butt here, and then it's not nice when somebody just cancels. I mean, when your car broke down or anything like that, of course. So, all the complaining done, canceling clients and stuff, snow falling out of the trees, I'm gonna call it a day. But not until I told you about my new chaps. I bought chaps, people. Well, it's hard to see, but when my son comes, I'm gonna film them some more. I had chainsaw pants, but they were too hot in summer and sticking to my legs and stuff, so I thought I'd buy chaps. I'm not sponsored by the brand. If the brand wants to sponsor me, I would love to have sponsors, because my channel is small, I don't make a lot of money, and we all need money. So give me a call, give me a message. So, cleaning my saddle because the snow all fell on there and it's melted, and I don't want to have a wet tushy. And then I'm gonna ride or drive home again. What do you call it when you're on an ATV? I always learned when you got handlebars, you're riding. When you got a steering wheel, you're driving. That's how I learned it in school in the Netherlands. Am I right? Or is it just how you want to say it? Tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. They always say, tell me in the comments. So maybe my channel takes off if I ask you to tell me in the comments more often. So, yeah, what else? There's one more thing. Push all them buttons, will you? Subscribe, like, ring the bell. Do me a favor, bring me some money. See you next time. Thanks for watching.